Okay, so I am reusing a zipper. I've taken it off of my item and I've ironed it. You can still see the old stitch lines there, but it's fine. The bottom part of this zipper was busted. It was totally broken. I was able to get the slider on well enough, and I'm going to make it a not separating zipper, so I don't need it to separate for my usage now. So what I've done is I've clipped off the bottom that was busted, and I'm going to take a lighter to light the edge just really softly, and that just kind of finishes the edge so that it doesn't fray a bit. Now I need to put a stopper on the end. Of course, with a Vislon zipper, which is this kind of big coil zipper, you don't want to just stitch through it because it's likely that the stitch isn't going to hold it well enough. So I'm actually going to create a little binding at the edge, and I don't want it to be too thick, so I've chosen a fabric that's also polyester, and I'm going to use my lighter to kind of get the edges to melt it. Be careful, of course. Don't play with fire. It's not a toy. And I'm going to use that as my binding over the edge. Now, when I sew it, the reason why I used the fire around the edges and a polyester is so that it doesn't fray and so that I don't get it too bulky. If it was several layers and I had to fold in a binding, it would just become really bulky at the end. And for my usage, I don't want that. So I'm going to go ahead and stitch a stitch all the way through. And when I come to the plastic teeth, I'm going to jump over that or lightly go through with the reel on my sewing machine, the hand reel on the side. So I'm going to go ahead and give that a go, and I'll show you what it looks like. So this is my sewn binding on the edge, and that acts as my stopper so that the slider doesn't come all the way off when I open it. And I can go ahead and reuse this zipper now as a non-separating zipper. I always try to reuse things if I can. That's my first step before buying something new.